Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first halftime show of the season with the score. The Bengals 14 and the Browns 10. Welcome to Moohead Radio halftime and post-game coverages. Been doing it for 24 years, and it never ceases to amaze me. Now, in this particular instance, all the hype that was being written about the Browns in the Cleveland press was that the strongest part of the team was the defensive line. Did you see it? I didn't see it. Did you see Mason Graham except when he was on the ground? It looked like a Pentecostal trying to make a tackle. Did you? The defensive line didn't get anything done. Here's the difference between these two teams as it sits right now. The Browns didn't play a bad first half, but they got pushed around physically. And Cincinnati has big play capabilities, and it doesn't really look like the Browns have an ability to gain third down and 10s, third downs and 8s, and third downs and 9s. So it's going to be difficult to try to control this game with a running game that, isn't really productive. Where the Browns have made their best plays are these little short passes, hoping for run after catch, like you saw with Njoku. But throwing out to the, on the flats to Cedric Tillman, I mean, he'll catch the ball, but he'll get 2 yards. He's not going to get any extra yardage that way. And that's, and yeah, Ted Conklin. I mean, it's predictable. He's going to go down like a cheap whore earlier than anybody else. I mean, it really is amazing. Here's a general dog. Stefanski play calling hasn't changed at all, nor will it. We knew that this would be the case. The team is a possession team, and they've got to keep scores down. But that means you got to keep the other team out of the end zone. Okay, Ken. Old man Flacco. I had enough of that. So, yeah, if we could, we would, Bronk, but we can't. And I agree, Rich, that Samson does look like he at least has that quick burst gear that Jerome Ford does not have. Jerome Ford has no quick burst and no power. I don't know why he's on the field. I really don't. In scoring the touchdown that we scored, it wasn't him. They kept trying, and he couldn't drive the pile. And he's neither big enough or agile enough. He's just not what we need. It's going to be a long season, not a long pass. I'll be honest with you. I mean, this game's closer than, a lot of people would think it would be. But like I said just on Friday's program, the only way the Browns can win this game is if they keep the Bengals out of the end zone, because 7s are going to kill them. They can give up some 3s, but you can't give up the 7s, because more often than not, the Browns are going to put themselves into positions where they have to go on 4th down. And if not, then they're going to have to settle for 3s if they get that far down the field. And it took them 16 plays to get the one touchdown they got, because it's literally bite by bite. And that's going to be a challenge for this team. Hello, R. Jones. How you doing? Nice to see you out there. Yeah, he got something in his eye, and he's not likely to come back, Keith. But it's always something with Jack Conklin. And if he did come back, he would grab his knee. So, the offensive line is geared to a short passing game. If Flacco had to stay in the pocket for long, he would be getting massacred. That I can tell you. And then there's this. The Dolphins are losing 20-0 to the Colts. Ouch. So I love the comments in here. Yeah, exactly. There's your Chase DeLauder reference. And you can go, Bazzano, you can go any number of ways with that. You know, sure enough, that's right. It did. Both teams. It was like 13 plays for the Bengals and 16 plays for the Browns. So the Browns are a possession team. And in order to have a chance to win, their defense has to be more dominating. And you saw the one time they got a swipe at Burrow, how much faster Myles Garrett is than Joe Burrow. He's as slow as a burro. And you got to get pressure. But we're not getting what we thought we were going to get from Mason Graham. He is not penetrating, and he is being stood up at the line. And you have to be able, in a situation, if you get to 3rd and 8, you cannot let him look down the field and let a receiver get a 2-move reception. And that's what happened in their second touchdown drive. You just can't allow that to happen. And these are the things that are going to be frustrating about watching this team. With Judkins, I'm seeing somebody bringing up Judkins. Who knows how long it'll be before we see him, but it's got to be better than Ford. All right? It's got to be better than that. And I agree, Mr. B. Safe. We were sold on something by the local press, and they're bought and sold by Jimmy Haslam. I keep telling people this over and over again. Mary Kay Cabot cannot be trusted. She's on payroll. She just spews out what other bullshit she spews out, and it's all self-serving, either for herself or for Jimmy Haslam. And I don't blame Kevin Stefanski for what he's doing. What else can he do? He can throw to tight ends and try to get extra yardage after the catch. But you're going to think that Cedric Tillman is going to bail them out like Jamar Chase can or T. Higgins can? I mean, give me a break. I'm going to defend Kevin Stefanski only because he's getting whatever he can get out of this team. He's got an ancient offensive line that gets injured, and it's going to be very, very difficult to protect a 40-year-old quarterback. So I'm not going to get down on Kevin Stefanski. It's Jimmy Haslam who has presented him with this problem. And the reason is because of the ridiculousness of the whole Deshaun Watson thing. And it wasn't only Deshaun Watson, because I de-emphasize the individual. It's that it made the Browns change their identity for offensively from being a tough, rugged, run-first kind of team with zone blocking scheme into this shotgun formation thing that just didn't work at all. And we never have the kind of receivers that we need. I saw that Isaiah Bond touched the ball in the first quarter of the game. He's straight line fast, but he's very lightweight. So I don't think that you're going to see him muscling his way downfield very much. No, and again, he's allowed to do whatever he wants. He can drive over 100 miles an hour. He can flip his car. He can sign for all that money, and he can jump off sides as many times as he wants to, because that every year is the same story. Well, the defense will wear down if the offense can't continue to move the ball. Now, the good news, all right, and again, I picked the Browns to win this game 24-17. 24 is going to be a little bit hard. But Andre Schmidt, in his first kick, right down the middle from 45 yards, looked real good, better than the last 20 kicks that Dustin Hopkins took for the Cleveland Browns. So that is good news. I still wish we had special teams, but a guy named Bubba, who's running the show that way, I don't know. DeAndre Carter is, not going to be the answer for returns, but we gave up a big return that allowed the second touchdown for the Bengals. So that is not good. Yeah, 16 plays and at least 4 penalties. Exactly right. That's how the Browns got a touchdown. Uh, Daniel Jones is lighting it up against the Dolphins. That's a scary thought. And boy, Aaron Rodgers is getting it done. Is that a surprise to anybody? He's going to turn into the old Aaron Rodgers when he's with the Steelers? But the Steelers giving up 19 points to the Jets. Maybe Justin Fields has something to prove, but to be very honest with you, the Jets, is that who's playing quarterback for the Jets? Is Justin Fields there? Where is he? But the Jets shouldn't be scoring 19 points and a half off the Steelers defense, that's for sure. But the fact that they scored 17 would lead me to believe that the Steelers will win, like they always do. Redu said he thought Conklin would get hurt next week. No. So it is Fields good. I'm glad for him. Burrow doesn't scare me running the football, but you've got to cover the primary guy. You cannot give him time to be able to wait. Like I said, a two-move thing down the field. You saw what happened on the play, and it always ends up with Greg Newsome going, "Hey, who is that up there?" And it gets real old real quick. And just like the pass interference against Newsome, because he should never be on Jamar Chase. He's too small. But the second, you could see Burrow's eyes light up like a slot machine when he saw that. So, God almighty. So many comments, but I don't have time to go over all of them because the game is going to begin. But we are going to be back after the game with the post-game show, and I hope everybody and then some show up because I get to as many comments as I possibly can. Now, let's try to put on a good first drive in the second half and get serious defensively on our defensive line. More effort. More strength if we have it. I'll see you after the game. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.